Yo, what's up with it, y'all? It's JD and I'm back with another quick video. In today's video, I just got finished getting a little workout out here at this track and field, but I wanted to touch on the subject of why your reputation doesn't matter as much as you think it does. Now, before we get into the video, if you guys are interested in fitness, health, travel, overall growth content, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you can get updated every time I drop new content. But let's get back into the video. I actually want to touch on this from a couple different angles. One of them, and probably the main angle I want to touch on, is kind of the fear to fail. And I feel like a lot of times people don't try things because they're always worried about their quote-unquote reputation or their status or what other people might think of them. And you know, this could come from, you know, maybe starting some type of YouTube channel, maybe starting some type of Instagram profile that you want to like push some type of business that you want to start, maybe starting a business, or it could just be something as simple as trying to go and talk to the girl that you kind of been crushing on for a few weeks at the gym, or maybe a girl that you go to school with that you kind of been wanting to talk to, and you want to talk to her but you're scared of getting rejected and you're scared of your reputation being hurt. So that's one aspect I want to talk about. Now, if you let this fear paralyze you and you know you don't chase after your dreams, you don't try to pursue relationships that you're interested in, you know, you're basically just cheating yourself out of experiences in life, and it's all because you're worried about the external and not necessarily worried about, you know, what's going on inside of you. You should be trying to live your life to the fullest and not worry about what the next man thinks about you. And in all reality, what the next man or next woman thinks about you means pretty much zero in the grand scheme of things, because you have to look at it like this, or at least this is the way I look at it. I got about 15 people on this planet whose opinion I actually care about. And this is, you know, my friends, my close friends, my parents, and you know, it might not even be 15 people, to be completely honest with you, and just people that I respect in general, and people who I kind of, you know, view in like a higher regard than, you know, just some Joe Schmo on the street. So when you really think about it, if these people were to see you, you know, maybe get rejected by a female, or you know, you try to start a business and it doesn't work out, or maybe it could be trying out for your high school basketball team, or trying to walk on at your college football team, or whatever it may be, any type of endeavor that you're looking at doing that you're scared of failure because you're worried about the reputation, most of the people who are going to talk shit to you, and most of the people who don't like you, they don't like you anyways. It doesn't matter what you do, they're going to hate on you. It doesn't matter if you do great, they're going to hate on you. It doesn't matter if you fall on your face, they're going to hate on you no matter what, regardless. I've literally been dealing with these type of people pretty much my entire life. I can think back to high school basketball days, and I can think back to, you know, people who were jealous because I was a starter on the basketball team and I was doing pretty good. It was like people from my own school were literally coming to the game just to hate on the players who actually made the team, just to hate on the players who were doing good. And it just shows you that these people are just miserable with their own lives, because in all reality, if somebody's content with their own life and somebody's like, you know, doing well themselves, they're not going to be sitting here, you know, belittling people because they failed, or because they got rejected, or because they, you know, missed a free throw at the end of the game. Like, all this shit is really trivial in the long run. You know, there's a lot more important things in life than, you know, some superficial reputation. Now, on the other end of the spectrum, like I said, with these 15 people who I actually really do care about, I don't know if it's 15 people, but I'm just kind of throwing a number out there. My reputation with these people means pretty much everything. It's like, that's my word. You know, I don't want to be, you know, making promises that I can't keep. I don't want to do these people wrong. I don't want them to, you know, think my character is a certain way, because I'm trying to treat these people as best as I can, because like I said, these are the people I respect. These are the people that I love. These are the people who love me. So treat the people who love you well. But you don't necessarily need to worry about the people who don't love you. And honestly, I'm actually starting to kind of like live in this kind of energy more than, you know, I was doing previously, because when it comes down to this whole YouTube thing, you know, a lot of times I was not wanting to make videos about certain topics because I was like, I don't necessarily need to be controversial. But in all reality, it's like, be controversial to who? It's like, you know what I mean? My friends and my family and my loved ones, they're going to love me no matter what type of video I put out on YouTube, as long as it's not something just completely outlandish, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it's like, the people who are watching the YouTube content, although I'm trying to build a community and bring in as many like-minded individuals as possible, you know, when it comes down to it, you know, putting my opinions out there and putting my thoughts and, you know, what my belief system out there is gonna weed some people out. Some people aren't gonna be vibrating the same way I'm vibrating. Some people aren't gonna be feeling the same way I feel about certain topics. But does that mean that I can't be true to myself and true to what I believe in and put that on my channel? This is my channel, so I'm expressing myself. I'm, you know, trying to help people the best that I can in terms of like the fitness, the health, travel information, letting people know there's a bigger world out there. This is like the purpose of my channel. And if I have some opinions that I want to put out there that I feel strongly about, I'm gonna do that too. And I'm not gonna worry about some people who literally aren't helping me with anything in my life. They're not paying my bills, they're not giving me any type of support, they're not doing shit. So it's like, if I was to make my channel and go through, or just anything in life, if I'm to move through in life worried about people who actually don't have my best interests at heart, it really makes no sense. So you have to think about that when it comes down to, you know, going for things in life, and, you know, being scared to look bad, and, you know, worry about your little reputation online or reputation in the real world or at school, even at the gym. This past week, I've literally, you know, this is just something funny. It's like, I'm in a new city. I'm in Portland, Maine. I've been out here for probably a couple weeks. I started going to this gym out here, and I've just been chatting up all the girls in the gym. I just, you know, sometimes people have that fear of, you know, looking like a douchebag or whatever, trying to talk to every woman in the gym. But it's just like, if I see a girl and she's cute, I'm gonna talk to her. Ain't none of these girls my girlfriend, so I'm not worried about my reputation with any of these females at the gym. I'm just gonna chat them up, and I'm gonna just, you know, have fun, make jokes, and, you know, keep a smile on my face. I like to whistle while I work. When I'm in the gym working out, that's like kind of like work for me. So at the end of the day, it's like, I want to have a good time while I'm in there, and if I can meet, you know, some cool looking young lady in there, then that's even better. So don't be scared about your reputation when it comes down to these type of things either. Now, the last example I kind of want to bring up, and this is actually something that me and James actually did this past weekend, or yeah, I think it was this past weekend. It was about a week ago actually, and we were getting ready to go to the gym, and it was kind of late, and we were just gonna get a quick little session, just do some handstands. So then we ended up figuring out that the gym was closed. It was like 9 o'clock. Usually the gym closes at 10, but anyways, we were like, all right. I said, let's just do some handstands. I got parallettes at the house. Let's do some handstands in the backyard. So James ended up coming up with the idea. He was like, let's go down to the old port. Let's go down to the waterfront, and we can do handstands right by the water. I was like, all right, cool, I'm down with that. But then when we were driving down there, I'm like, oh, it's a Friday night. Everybody's out. I was like, man, let's just say fuck it. Let's get the parallettes, go right in the middle of the bar district, and then just do a bunch of handstands and work on all our crazy ass handstands in front of everybody that's going out getting drunk and everything. And, you know, honestly, you could think about it, it's like we're zigging while everybody else is zagging. Everybody's out getting drunk, everybody's having a good time, ain't nothing wrong with it, but we're doing something completely opposite. We're actually just out working out, but we're doing it in front of everybody, which is kind of like a little, you could look at it as being awkward, but honestly, you know, I kind of embraced it. I was like, fuck it, let's get a tip jar. We got a tip jar, put that shit out there. We ended up doing handstands out there for like an hour and a half, and we were drawing a crowd. It was almost like we were street performers. It was a trip. So everybody was coming by, you know, absorbing the energy. We had people out there doing push-up competitions, people trying to do handstands, girls on our back while we're doing push-ups, girls on our back while we're doing squats, all types of crazy shit. It was just fun. In all reality, at the end of the day, what me and James noticed was that you actually get more women when you stand out, because, you know, we're getting hella attention from the ladies too, because we had our shirts off and shit, but you're gonna get more attention from people when you stand out than when you just conform. If you're worried about your reputation all the time and you just conform and you kind of go with everybody else, then you're never gonna be able to stand out. But when you stand out and you're not afraid to stand out, then you start reaping a lot of the benefits that, you know, all the people who are trying to fit in don't reap. And at the end of the day, we ended up actually going back out and just going out and drinking and shit anyways. We went home, changed, took a shower, whatever, changed, came back out and had a couple drinks. I don't even remember if we drank that night, but we went out to the bars and we just kept running into people. They're like, hey, you guys are the dudes who was doing them crazy handstands, yada, yada, yada. But at the end of the day, you know, the thing I wanted to hammer home in this video is don't worry about people who don't really have any positive effect on your life. Don't worry about your reputation with people who don't matter. You know, there is certain times in life where you kind of need to tread a little bit more cautiously and worry about your reputation. But for the most of the time, you know, most of these people really don't mean nothing in your life. You know what I mean? A lot of people are out here kind of, you know, just looking to hate on people. A lot of people are out here miserable with their own lives. So when it comes down to them hating on you, it's really just a projection of how they feel about themselves. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say about this one. If you guys have anything that you guys want to leave in the comment section, please go ahead and leave a comment. Really helps my channel out with the algorithm. Also, if you guys are interested in any online training programs, go to my website, Travelsthenix.com. You can either purchase one of the pre-made programs, or you can work with me one-on-one, or you can just book a free consultation with me, 15 minutes for free. Yo, one more thing I wanted to mention about reputation. This actually has to do with kind of like what I was saying about approaching women at the gym and how I've been doing that a lot lately. But most people would think that you get a bad reputation at the gym for chatting up women, but I've actually gotten the exact opposite. And it's funny because some of the older women at the gym that are maybe in their like 50s and 60s, they've actually been feeling my energy and feeling me and James's energy when we're at the gym so much. They're like, man, you guys are literally just, you know, making the gym come alive. You guys are bringing tons of good energy. You guys are super friendly. You guys are, you know, talking to people. You know, you're laughing, you're having a good time. We need that at this gym. And this is coming from people who normally people would be worried about having that kind of that good boy reputation with. So you can't go through life trying to be a good boy and a people pleaser. Go through life, you know, pursuing things that you want. You don't have to be disrespectful to people when you're pursuing what you want. You don't have to be disrespectful to women when you're trying to talk to them. You don't have to be disrespectful to people in general when you're communicating or doing anything that you want to do. You can do your own thing, and it doesn't necessarily have to have a negative effect on anybody else. But anyways, I just want to throw that one in there just because, you know, it's the actual exact opposite of what a lot of people might think. It actually ended up helping my reputation. It, you know, it made a lot of the people at the gym look at me and James as like these fun guys who are having a good time while they're working out. But anyways, that's it.